Mustache here, this time with another loot anime, X Crunchyroll. This time I'm joined by a guest, because we are on location with...
TheRebelDoll!
This is my bestest of friends, Miss Mustache's maid of honor. Shout out to Big Andrew. What's up? As you can see, we have a wondrous collection of pops behind us, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this crate. So, this is episode 10 of the Loot Anime Box. This one is back to school, if I'm correct?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't we go ahead and get right into it.
Alright. So, alright. Start off with, I guess we'll start off with the tie. So we have a, from Danganronpa, they gave us a tie. This was originally a video game, and it came out with an anime and a light novel that came out with it. So let's take a look at this. Licensed by Funimation. If you guys want to watch the show. It's actually really nice. So...
We've gotten ties before. I know with the core crate we have gotten the Geek Luxury, I think it was called, and we had the Space Invaders tie, and this is the only other tie we've gotten before, and this one is the only one for Loot Anime, or the first one for Loot Anime.
It's really well made, so it looks like a nice, you know, could pass for not being a Loot Anime tie, but you could also wear it in a formal setting, so it'd be pretty cool.
Or maybe like a luxurious anime event.
Exactly. The next Anime Expo dance, maybe.
There you go. So. There you go.
Then the next thing is, one of the cooler things that they've done in Loot Anime, in my opinion, is they did a revolutionary Girl Utena Bento Box. So basically, in Japan, you know, most people carry their food around in very compact boxes, and they're all about convenience, so they put all their food in together. So this comes with a total of 3 parts, so you can separate like a rice and a meat and a vegetable here, and the little divider moves, and then you could put some kind of hot item down here. Oh, sorry. And then also in the top, where the really nice artwork that's done here is you have the chopsticks, so you're able to eat with them and then just store them back in there and put them back away. Revolutionary Girl Utena is a relatively older show for anime Loot Crate than I've seen in previous loots, where it was released in the late 90s, done by the same director as Sailor Moon, but it's still very well made. Some of the best visuals in a shoujo anime, so if you haven't seen it, I do highly recommend it. So there's that.
We'll save this one for last.
Okay. This is my second favorite thing from the crate, which is the Koro-sensei Magnetized Chalkboard, I guess what you would say. So basically it has the marker that writes in white, and it has where you can either stand it up here and just put it on its side, or you can put it on your mat, on your fridge. I've already put this on my fridge, and it's very strong, which I was happy about because I feel like I break a lot of magnets by putting them on my fridge. But my favorite part is that you could change the face of Koro-sensei to, you can do the incorrect face. So I'm going to show that right there.
I'll go ahead and get a little...
Ooh.
There you go.
Nice. Okay. We can also show the, oh, sorry, wrong side. The correct face. And then my personal favorite, I call it the overconfident face. So this is basically when the students think that they're after him, but he's really getting the better of them. Assassination Classroom is a show that I have watched on Hulu. It's got 2 seasons. It's really fun. It's basically about an alien who is... has blown up the moon, and now the government has put a classroom together to try to assassinate him before he also destroys the Earth. I really recommend it if you like action shows, or even shows with just a slice of life school. It's really fun, and oh, I'm sorry. And I have a really good time watching it. But yeah, this is a really cool, I really enjoy it, especially if you like the show. I like being able to switch his moods. It's almost like you could switch the mood for how you feel throughout the day as well. So I really like that. So there's that. I'll go to the Persona 3 manga. It is a Loot Crate exclusive. The first time that the softbound version has been in the United States. This is really nice, especially If you've ever played the video games, you know, this is a really cool addition to your collection. You know, the game originally came out on the PlayStation 2, I apologize. And it's a very well-known series with the Shin Megami Tensei series, but this is the first time that it's come out in the paperback series. It does have some really pretty color art in there, so I'll show that right there. But yeah, it's really nice. If you haven't seen the show, there is a Persona the animation, which I highly recommend. It's a rather dark mystery thriller, so if you haven't watched it and you like that kind of genre, it's definitely a high recommendation. Some of the best visuals in anime that I've ever seen. Very well drawn, very well directed, so very good there.
Shout out to Michael Jago. I know he's a big Persona fan as well.
Of course.
I'll go ahead and take this part over. So we have the Digimon Tri kind of art cards here. These are very cool, and you get a few of them in here, so you can actually see Tai and Agumon there. If you haven't heard about Digimon Tri, it kind of takes place after the kind of major events that happened in the first series, as well as the kind of how it continued. We do get a really cool group shot of everybody in their school uniforms as well. You get another group shot, which is all the Digimon themselves all together. I'll get some better shots as well. We'll go over this with another camera. And so that's pretty cool. You get the 3 in there. So it's a cool mix. You can frame these up, or you can actually have, you know, maybe your favorite one in there. So that's very cool. All you fans of Digimon, I know a few. Shout out to Captain Holiday. I know he's a real big fan. So last but not least,
I was going to say, before we go on to the next one, the show is on Crunchyroll, which if you have Crunchyroll Premium membership, of course you get the $5 discount on the Loot anime because they're a sponsor. But definitely check that out because you get the premium with no ads, so it's a really good deal, and then you get a deal on the box as well. So, last but not least, it's my favorite part of the box. I'm really excited because they're just re-releasing the collector's edition of the mangas of this, and I'm reading them, so I'm very excited. We have the keychains from Fruits Basket. Get a good shot of these. So we have the, we'll get a closer up shot of those. This is Yuki Soma from the Soma. Obviously he is the spirit of the rat right there. We have Kyo Soma, the spirit of the cat, the troublemaker of the family. Then we have Toru, the girl who's always helping them out. She's in a little, it's a Japanese rice ball, so she's an onigiri because there's a game that they used to play. It's kind of like a Duck Duck Goose, and they always called her rice ball, and she was always left out. So that's why she always plays the character of the rice ball in the show or the manga. And then you have Haru, which is the cow, which he's really adorable. I like the little hats that they have on them, that they show their little spirit animals. And he also has, of course, the black hair on the bottom and the white hair on the top because he's the spirit animal of the cow. You know, Fruits Basket is a pretty old show. I watched it when I was in high school, but it's still an oldie but goodie. It's about all these people are, you know, have the spirits of animals inside of them from the Chinese zodiac. But the mouse was tricking the cat when they all went to the big banquet together, and the cat didn't get to go, so he didn't get to become year of the zodiac. So they're always fighting, but when they get hugged by the opposite sex, they turn into the animal. So it makes life really difficult. But it's very touching. It's one of the sadder animes I've ever watched, but it's still really good. If you haven't had a chance to read the manga or watch the anime is on Hulu. I highly recommend it, and the manga is obviously re-releasing in the collector's edition series, and it's really, really awesome.
So, another item, I wouldn't technically count it in the other ones, except it is very nice. We get them with every anime crate, and this is the one for this month. I'll go ahead and put the video on here so you don't have to look at it super close, but it is a phone charm / strap of I always forget her name.
Yumi, which is the mascot for Loot anime.
Of her little journal, and if you can see on there, it has the Loot anime or the Loot crate symbol there. It says subject episode X, and then it has cats, pens, and different things like that. So they kind of signify some of the stuff inside the crate. And then last but not least, I keep saying that, we have the poster. So let me see if I can open this up. And when I looked at this is actually the first time that we haven't had the Crunchyroll mascot since we've seen her before. Unless you want to count, maybe she's the one that's in the corner there.
She's actually right here.
No, that's the Loot Anime mascot.
Loot Anime mascot.
I was talking about the Crunchyroll mascot.
Oh, you're talking about the other with the orange hair.
Yes. So that looks pretty cool, as well as everybody knows we get the other side with all of the items here that tells you what's exclusive, what's not exclusive, as well as we get
I think everything in this entire crate is exclusive.
I think it is.
Yeah.
As well as we get the cool little ID of Yumi here. That would have been a cool little Loot Crate exclusive thing if they would have included the actual ID. Mm-hmm. But that's pretty much it for the crate. Actually, one other thing I wanted to talk about, if you want to bring the crate back up here.
Yes, sorry.
We're not going to do it in the video just because usually it ends up taking a long time. You actually have instructions to turn the box into a desk. So you have a little shelf there, and you're able to put a little thing of pencils up there. So that's pretty cool. It's definitely a very...
iconic part of anime is school desks.
Yes, and I don't know if it would be the right word, but it's very meta of them to include the desk of the school crate. Yeah. So that's very cool. We have, what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
7 items.
7 anime items in here. Mm-hmm. So it's very cool. Not to mention, I would actually include the Fruits Baskets one as 4 items.
Yeah. If you're buying these separately, easily, I mean, I've spent $6 to $10 on little keychains like this, so I think this is a very valuable loot crate, in my opinion.
Especially if you're using the Crunchyroll discount, you're paying $25 for probably at least $50 worth of stuff.
I agree.
Not to mention more if you were having to import them.
Yes.
So, Mustache again, and a big thank you and welcome to the Rebel Doll here.
Yep.
So,
nice to meet you guys. My big anime recommendation for this season is the big one I'm watching on Crunchyroll right now is Re:Zero. It's a great show about a guy who keeps having to start his life over and over again after he's put into a parallel universe. What are you guys watching? What shows are you excited about at fall? There's so many new shows coming out. It's hard to keep up with, but if you guys have any recommendations, I'd love to watch your shows and talk to you about them in the comments.
There's definitely going to be more anime videos and more videos with this wonderful lady here. So, peace. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.
Bye-bye.
That was amazing.
Woo!